First thing you do when you wake up in the morning, I would sit on the edge of the bed and arch your back, then round your back 10 times. You're going to arch and round. You're tilting your pelvis back and forth 10 times. Then after that, get on the floor and do this stretch where you bend both knees. You drop your knees to the left. Your right arm goes up and you look towards your right arm. And you hold this stretch 30 seconds. And you do that 30 seconds on each side. So then you bend your knees to the right and your left arm is up with your elbow bent and you look towards the left. You hold that 30 seconds. You do it 3 times on each side. Then it's the stretch for the buttock muscle, the piriformis muscle. You have your one leg straight, your left leg straight. Your right knee is bent at 90 degrees and your toes are flexed up. Then one hand is at the ankle, turning and twisting your leg up towards your head. And your other hand is on your knee, bringing your knee towards your left shoulder. You hold this 30 seconds. And then switch. Your right leg is straight, your left knee is bent, your knee is at 90 degrees. One hand is on your ankle, pulling it up. Your other hand is on your knee, pushing it in towards the right shoulder. You flex your foot and toes up. Make sure that your pelvis isn't lifting off the floor. You hold this 30 seconds. Again, you do it 3 times on each side. Then from here, you turn onto your side and you have a pillow underneath your head. Then your arms are straight out. You open the book. This is the open book exercise. You lift your arm up and with your head you follow it. And you go as far back as you can without letting your hip lift up. You don't want your pelvis to twist back. And then you come back again. You do that 10 times on each side. Okay, after this stretch, do the bench stretches. First, the hip flexors. So one leg is up on the bench. The other leg you push back. Then you lean onto your bent knee and you'll feel a stretch here. You hold this stretch 30 seconds. You do it 3 times on each side. And then from this exercise, you can go straight into the hamstrings where you pull your toes up, and from your pelvis, you lean into your leg. And you hold that 30 seconds, 3 times on each side. After you've stretched the hamstrings, go ahead and lie down again, and you do a bridge exercise. The bridge exercise, the key to that is lifting your pelvis vertebrae by vertebrae. So you pull your stomach muscles in and you tilt your pelvis up and you lift your pelvis up, then your lower back, vertebrae by vertebrae, then your mid back, and you stop about here. Once you're at the top, squeeze your buttocks and lift up a little bit more. Hold 3 seconds. Slowly come down. As you come down with your mid back first, vertebrae by vertebrae, like a wheel turning. Then your lower back. Then finally your pelvis. You do that 10 times. After the bridge exercise, we have the child's pose and Oh no, I forgot one. So after the bridge, you can do the butterfly stretch, which is putting the soles of your feet together, bringing the soles of your feet close towards your pelvis, then pushing down on your thighs. And with that, you arch your back and round your back. Arch your back, round your back. 10 times. You do that arching and rounding your back 10 times, and you do it 3 sets. Or you can do the frog leg exercise, which is keeping your knees apart, but bringing your legs up. Your knees are bent and bringing your legs up towards your chest. You can do it, you can hold your legs this way or this way. I actually like it this way. It's more comfortable for me. So I'm bringing my knees up towards my chest and my knees are bent at 90 degrees. Or how I tell some patients, bring your knees up into your armpits. So bring your knees up into your armpits and you hold that 30 seconds and you do it 3 times, the frog leg exercise. Then the last 2 stretches were the child's pose, where you're on your hands and knees. Then you sit back on your heels and you reach up as far as you can go. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and sink into the floor. Hold that position 30 seconds. Then move everything to the right from waist up. So you're arching to the right. And you hold that 30 seconds. Deep breath in and out and sink towards the floor. After 30 seconds, you move everything to the left and you arch from waist up to the left. And you hold that 30 seconds as well. Deep breath in, breathe out, and sink towards the floor. And you do that 3 times in each position for 30 seconds each. Then the cat and cow. Your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. And then you arch your back. And you stick out your head and your butt. Then you round the space between your shoulder blades. Really round the space between your shoulder blades as you tuck in your chin and you tuck in your buttocks, your pelvis. And you just go back and forth 10 times. Arch your back, head and butt out. Round your back, tuck in your chin and pelvis. And you do that 10 times. And those were the exercises that we did.